So today I just got this in the mail, and it's a cardboard box which was delivered right to my door. And what's inside of this, as far as I know, is a brand new plastic ukulele. So we are going to do an unboxing video here and open it up and see what's inside. So I ordered this ukulele on eBay, and it is technically a Christmas present for me, but I should probably open it now, even though it's before Christmas, just so that I can make sure that, it's all intact and everything in case I have to, return it or something. Yeah, so I probably won't actually post this video until after Christmas, when I am, fully in the mode of enjoying this. But I'm making this video now, just so I can capture the moments of me unboxing this. So the person that I ordered it from on eBay, the username is lucysukulele, and I guess they have a ukulele store on eBay at least, where they sell stuff like this, and they're located in Washington State. So I ordered this last Thursday, and today is Thursday the 13th of December, and it was here in just a week, so that's pretty impressive. I did have to pay $20 for shipping. That was the only shipping option that they offered me, but I'm happy to have it now. I think it was, for the price that the overall ukulele costs, $20 shipping really isn't too bad. It is a fairly large package to be sent through the mail. But yeah, so we're gonna jump in here and start unboxing it. So I've got there's a small little knife here which I'm going to use to cut the tape. So we'll flip her over here and just go around the outside with this knife. Alrighty, here we go. And on top you can see there's the case that comes with it. Here's like an invoice, I guess, from eBay. I guess my receipt. And right here is the case. So you can see on the outside, it's a clear case. You can see through it, but it's got some written stuff in there, which is written, a lot of it in Japanese. This is actually a Japanese model. It's these ukuleles were kind of marketed for Japan. I think they were actually designed in Japan, made in China, but really they were kind of intended for being purchased in Japan, but I wanted one. So eBay is the place where you get one of these, and yeah, so that's the case. It's clear plastic, and then underneath that is another smaller box. And let's see if there's anything else in here. There isn't. So we'll do this box now. Open it up. And inside we can see an orange ukulele, which is the color that I wanted. And there she is. So that's what she looks like. It's this piano-sized ukulele. The top color here is white, and the rest of it is basically this clear orange stuff. And it's got the friction peg tuners on it. There's pineapple there at the top, and it's got this little pineapple logo thing that's three-dimensional. It sticks out. I don't know too much about the strings that are on it. The videos I've seen of these, they didn't sound too great, so I actually have a better set of strings that I'm going to put on, and I'll probably demonstrate that in a future video, and I'll probably give you a sound test of these strings versus the Aquila strings that I'm going to put onto it. Yeah, we'll just get a few more shots of this, and then I'll give her a try for playing. Okay, so here's a closer look at the case there. So as I said earlier, it's a clear case, and it's got this little pocket on the back here, which is where they put all these little pieces of paperwork in there. They're all packaged together in this little baggie. It is, mostly written in another language. I'm guessing it's Japanese. And I guess this is the serial number, I guess. This is to verify that your product is formally granted by the Mr. Sekiguchi Kazuyuki, and Here is Paradise, and it says both those two names on the back of the ukulele. And so I'll just open this up and see what else is inside. So there's that card I was just showing, and on the back of it it's got this pineapple, because it is the pineapple model, I guess. And there's some sort of a symbol there, and then a whole bunch of other symbols that I don't understand right now. And this looks like they got this set of stickers that you can stick on it, just to help you know all the names of the notes. C, D, E, F, G, A, B flat, C. That's neat. Well, this is neat. It comes with an extra set of strings. I'm not sure I'm so happy with these strings, to be honest, or at least the ones that are on it. I did buy a set of Aquila strings that I'm hopefully going to put on it and give it a try with. But these are what they gave you as spares, and just showing you, I guess, how they put on, how they thread through the headstock there. It'd be interesting to read that and know what they were talking about, or all of that, but doesn't mean anything to me at all right now. So these ukuleles were modeled after the Macaferry ukuleles that were produced in the 1950s and 60s in the United States. When plastic material was pretty new, they were starting to try and make lots of different things out of plastic, and ukuleles was one that they really thought was that they had a good chance at selling plastic ukuleles, and they actually, sold quite a few of them. The inventor was Macaferry. He was the person that kind of started it all, and there's a few others that followed, but it was always the biggest. So this one was modeled after the old Islander ukuleles that he made, and those ukuleles were actually modeled after the Martin ukuleles that were pretty popular at that time too. So you can see it like by the style of the headstock, how it's got this point up here. That's what Martin did on their ukuleles, and that's what Macaferry did, and that's what this company now is doing with these new ukuleles. So now I'll give you a closer look at the actual ukulele itself. So the top piece here is this white material, and it's not just just plain white. It's kind of got that sort of a shimmery effect in it. It's I don't really know how to describe it. It's glossy on the top, and that white piece is just this little strip that goes on the top, and then the rest of it is this clear orange stuff, at least on the body, and there's another orange piece here in the middle, which is not the clear orange. It's a solid orange, which is there for the sound hole, and it's got I guess a little bit of design around the hole, not really, just a little groove. And these are the strings that it comes with, and I guess the spares that come with it are the same as these. And so far I'm not too impressed by the strings that comes with it. And there's the bridge. So it's again made out of the same clear plastic, and I guess this is modeled after the style that they did have with the Macaferries. I know they had more than one different bridge style, but I guess this is one of them that just has these little points that stick out on the edges, and the strings just fit into the little slots there. You can see that there's a knot tied underneath, and then they're just sitting inside of the groove there for all of them. And then I guess there's 3 mounting points where it, I guess, glues to the white faceplate there. And we'll flip over the body, and there that slogan is again. Here is Paradise, and again there's that name, the ukulele manufacturer, the person that it's modeled for, or the person that put their name on it, which is Sekiguchi Kazuyuki, probably pronounced wrong. And it says this Amuse name on it. It was really confusing looking at these, trying to figure out, or like trying to search for them, because they go on by quite a few different names. This Amuse is, I guess, the manufacturer, the company that makes it. I'm not the plastic company that does it. This is the like the person that maybe was in charge of the project. And but when I found it on eBay, this is how the thing was listed. It was just called a Machiavelli Martin Style Zero Plastic Ukulele Pineapple Orange. So it is available in 3 colors. I chose the orange one because orange is my favorite color. So anyway, we'll continue with our tour through here. So there is the fretboard. So it's of course plastic frets. It looks like they've been maybe painted, or they're different color. Like the actual frets themselves are kind of a silvery color. Actually, they're kind of similar to the white faceplate there. But it's just this thin strip of the clear orange, and then underneath there's more clear orange, but in between the two pieces there must be more of the white stuff. I guess actually this is probably one solid piece. This white here continues through here, and I guess this is the same white. Maybe that's all one solid piece underneath there. But yeah, this piece is on top of that, and the frets are made of plastic. And you'll notice there is what's called a 0 fret. So between the nut and the first fret, there is the 0 fret, which is done. Apparently, it gives you better intonation. It's easier just to put a fret there rather than trying to get your nut in the right place. That's what was done for the Machiavellis as well. So going over this end here, it says pineapple on the headstock, and then there's a pineapple 3-dimensional little logo thing there, which is kind of neat, made more out of the same clear orange plastic, and then I guess some green for the top of the pineapple. And this ukulele is entirely made out of plastic, with the exception of these metal friction tuners. So they got plastic knob, but there's a screw in the end there, and it is a metal tuner itself. But it is made out of some sort of a stainless steel sort of material, so it is going to be pretty much water resistant, so I can still take this in the swimming pool without being worried that I'm going to do any damage to it. Yeah, you'll notice at the top there it's got this little peak at the top. That's where the Martin style comes in. So this ukulele here was modeled after the Machiavellis that were popular in the 50s and 60s, but those ukuleles were actually modeled after the Martin ukuleles that were popular during that time period and even earlier. So this was based on a ukulele that was based on another ukulele. So indirectly, this ukulele was based on the Martin as well. And we'll just get a shot here of the bottom of the neck. So it's still that same clear plastic all the way through. And then there's the tuners there, and you'll notice there's quite a bit of reinforcement in this area. Which I understand the 50s Machiavellis and stuff had issues with the necks losing stability and breaking there. So they've managed to fix that hopefully with their new design. So here's the ukulele inside of its case. So it says pineapple on the front. It's got that same picture of a pineapple that it had up there on the headstock, and you can see through it. And it's got these handles here that you can hold on to, and then that pouch on the back where I've still got the stuff that came with it inside of there. And it comes out, and there's the zippers on the bottom there, so it just, the zipper only opens up the bottom part. It doesn't go all the way around. You just open it here, and then the ukulele pulls out like that. And I guess it's a pretty good case. It's neat that it comes with a case. Though to be honest, I don't know if there's really much point in having a case like this because it doesn't have really any padding on it. So it's not really going to offer too much protection for your ukulele, except if you're carrying it in the rain or something, it's going to keep your ukulele from getting wet. However, as this ukulele you're carrying, it doesn't really matter if it gets wet or not. So is there really a point for this case? I'm not really sure, but it's neat having it anyways. Maybe I'll use it for another one of my ukuleles that does need to stay dry. So here's the invoice, and as I said before, it came from Lucy's Ukulele, and I bought it on the 6th of December, so about a week ago, and today is the 13th, so it arrived in a week, less than a week, and I'm really happy with that, really happy to have it here. I did pay, they did send it It says standard international shipping, but it was when it actually was sent, like priority mail, so it did come quite fast, and it was $20 for shipping. I was coming all the way from Washington State, so that's really not too bad. Remember, it's actually really good for shipping. It actually, I remember I was tracking it online, and it actually went to San Francisco before it came here, so that's pretty good for a week. So I did pay $169 for the ukulele plus the $20 shipping. Makes it a total of $189 US. Which I guess, so I was hesitant that I kind of wanted this because it is, kind of expensive for what it is. When it boils down to, it's really just a piece of plastic. But I think it's going to be a well-made one. And from what I've heard, it's had pretty good reviews as being well-made. And I think it'll just be something fun that I'll have and I'll be able to take with me places and not be worried about it, getting damaged, taking on a canoe trip or something, not be worried about it getting water damage. If I want to make a fun video or something, taking it in the pool, I'm totally free to do that. But right now, this is just my first impression. I just received this now, so I probably will be making, future update videos on it after I've had some time to get used to it, and I'll make a review on it, and hopefully that'll help you decide whether getting one of these is right for you. So here's just a little size comparison of this ukulele with some of my other ones. So you can see I have my Applause by Ovation ukulele right there, and my my Kala K-A-K-S model right there beside it. And then beside I've got my old Denver ukulele, my first soprano ukulele, and then I've got my Fluke, which is a bigger ukulele, but they're all pretty much the same size. Put these side by side; they're really the same length. First thing I really noticed here about this one is that the sound hole seems to be much smaller than any of the other ones I've got. Well, this one's different because it's got many sound holes, but yeah, the sound hole seems quite a bit smaller than the others. And well, it's the only one that I have that has the friction tuner things that go on the back as opposed to the machine head kinds that these guys have. The Fluke actually has them too, but they're mounted on the side, so they're not the same. But I'm sure I'll get used to them being on the bottom there. But yeah, overall, it's pretty much the same normal size as a normal soprano ukulele. All right, so I got her pretty much all tuned up now. It seems to hold the tune pretty good. I'm still getting used to the friction tuners. I think I might need to loosen some of them just because they're really kind of jerky when you're trying to get it to how you want it. But this is one of the very first times I've really played it. So I'll just kind of give you my first impressions of it after I've played it, and we'll go from there. So I'll just play a few chords, no song in particular. And I'll just give you a little demonstration scale so you can hear how it sounds when it's plucked. So here's C major. Well, the first thing that I noticed, at least, is when I'm strumming, I hear a lot of clicks and clacks. Kind of when you're hitting it, the strings kind of bump against the neck there every so often as you're playing it, like with every strum. And I think it's just really these strings that are on it. They're really loose, and they just don't really seem like very good quality strings. As I mentioned earlier in the video, I have a set of Aquila strings that I'm going to put on it, and I'm going to hopefully put on it. I'm thinking about putting on it. I have a few concerns about doing that because I'm kind of worried that maybe this is designed just for these strings. If I put heavier strings on there, then maybe the ukulele is going to look like a banana because it's going to have too much pressure on it, and it's going to bend quite a bit. Just kind of part of that is because the fact that they gave me a whole extra set of strings. It's like they're kind of hoping that I'm going to use the same strings again. I'm not going to want to upgrade to something a little bit better, because I'm pretty sure if I compare the strings to how they are on this one has the the high quality Aquila strings on it, and they seem much tighter than these ones here. These are actually thicker strings, I believe. Yeah, they just seem, you know, quite a bit tighter than these ones. Yeah, for sure. So I'm a little bit worried. I can already tell in this one that you know, there's quite a bit of flexibility in the neck here. Like I was noticing just at the very beginning as I was tuning, I just had my hand up here. I could really notice that you know, that top section, you can't probably see it, but just by listening you can obviously hear. So it does flex, you know, quite a bit, like almost probably a whole semitone. If I, you know, play a C or something, I can't really play a C as I'm doing this, but just hearing, you know, it bends quite a bit, and I'm afraid that, you know, it's going to bend too far if I have the tighter strings on there, but I'll have to think about it before I do it. Well, anyway, this concludes my unboxing and test video of the orange pineapple plastic ukulele by Amuse, Sekiguchi, Kazuyuki, made in China. Here is Paradise. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you know, gave you a good kind of overview of what these ukuleles are and, you know, what they're all about, and maybe whether you're wanting to get one for yourself. But thanks for watching.